So I was handling the exports of foreign exchange for the entire region, put in an operation role from the day one after my graduation, create a lot of values to them to join the organization. Today, you can mitigate your risk is what you can do with the technology. We are very conscious about the ESG. So that way, sustainability is very, very critical.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanayol and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. We have one such industry stalwart on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Karunakaran Mohanrai. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Yeah, thank you so much.
He is currently associated with Zoho Corporation Pvt. Ltd. as a Treasury Head, leading global banking requirements, investment strategies, and treasury functions. So, sir, to start with, our viewers would like to know in brief about your career journey with important highlights, achievements, any changes in your career tracks, motivations, inspirations, anything.
Yeah. First of all, thanks and nice to get to know you, Tanay, and your introduction were very amazing. Okay, I hope keep it up to that. Yeah. So with respect to my career, this thing, see, I'm from Chennai, okay, and I graduated from Vivekananda College BCom. After completing my graduation, I joined a company called LKP Foreign Exchange. Okay, now it's called Thomas Cook. This is in 1998. Okay, luckily I was given various roles by the then director of LKP to handle from sales to purchase to operations, etc. Okay, eventually I landed in the export department. After gaining a couple of years of experience in the same organization, I've been elevated as executive exports. So I was handling the exports of foreign exchange for the entire region. Okay, so this is physical currency. It's a very interesting experience because I used to export physical currency from Chennai to countries like Singapore and UK to get the best of rates, currency rates, so that the organization benefits. So I used to do a lot of research which bank gives the best, and what is the best country to export foreign currency. So that's where I learned. I was, though when being a commerce graduate, I luckily landed in an organization which is of completely into commercial thing of currencies, looking into currencies and its operations, exports, etc. So gradually, after getting 4 years of experience in the foreign exchange, that's when the private sector banks were growing, like ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. So I thought, why not I get into banking, being in the financial sector of it. So I applied in both the organizations, ICICI and HDFC Bank. The first one which was offered was ICICI Bank. So I joined them as a branch operations manager. Okay, and I was initially placed in Madurai. So first 1 year I was taking care of operations. Okay, during the operations part, okay, so I was demonstrating my interpersonal relationship skills with this thing. So naturally I came to know that my inclination is towards business development, interacting with people. All those is what I found, and organization. I mean, the regional lead then identified me, so he was encouraging me to take up a sales role. So I was given to handle area sales manager for Madurai, okay, for a couple of products like institutional sales, educational institutions, and high net worth individuals piece. So I was doing well on the business development piece, and been in the fast track thing. There is a scheme called fast track in ICICI Bank. Then okay, so you get that will be identified by your super boss, and they will nominate you for faster promotion, or in terms of the package and all those, all that will be taken care. Luckily, I joined ICICI Bank. I had an opportunity to interact with the then chairman, Mr. Vagul Narayanan, who was on a visit to Madurai. So I was given, see, it's very enriching. Couple of days I had to handle him. I mean, meaning be with him and answer his questions and all that. That gave a lot of experience. I'm just sharing my experience with one of the stalwart of fan of Mr. Vagunaran, because he was the one who turned around the economy and who turned around the private banking sector then. So that was the journey in ICICI Bank. Then it was time for my marriage and parents. So I was in Madurai, country, and I'm basically from Chennai. So parents were calling me to Chennai. So that's when I got into HDFC Bank. In fact, when after I joined ICICI Bank, in 3 months' time, I got an offer from HDFC Bank. Then I had to decline, stating that I already joined ICICI Bank. That was the story then. So I wanted to come back to Chennai. That's when one of my ex-colleague who saw me incidentally, and he said, "Why not you come to Chennai? We have an offer role here in HDFC Chennai." So I joined HDFC Bank as the corporate, to handle corporate relations, especially to nurture corporate salary piece. This is in 2007. So I joined HDFC Bank in 2007. I joined as a corporate relationship manager to handle corporate salary and all the other products as well. It's not only you got to restrict yourself for corporate salary. The entire, we as a relationship manager for corporate, we need to look at holistically. Okay, so that's where from operations guy, I've been into an operations guy entirely thoroughly in foreign exchange. Then also joined ICICI's operations, and due to my little inclination towards sales, they gave me this opportunity in ICICI Bank. Then I had to carry this with the HDFC Bank as well. So that's where HDFC, when I joined as corporate, gave me a lot of experience interacting with senior officials of corporates, how to organize myself, it's all more of sales, outbound meetings, etc. It's been fantastic journey. Uh, Within 1.5 years, I was doing extremely well. In fact, I cracked. I'll come to it later. I cracked a few good deals for the bank, like inducting new corporates like Ford Visteon, Tata Teleservices. Those days, it's been one of the prestigious business relationship that I've brought in. Though I was to maintain the relationship, I'm not part of the acquisition, but due to my good services to the senior leaders who moved to different companies, they used to refer, and they used to call me to get onboarded with HDFC Bank. It's been a very fantastic journey with HDFC Bank. So seeing all that, my the then regional head, Mr. George Madai, so he wanted to take up a branch head role. So I was given an opportunity to start with a new branch. I had to identify the space, all that. I was part of identifying a space for a branch. So I was the first branch manager of Veperi branch in Chennai of HDFC Bank. Okay, till today it has a record that it has broken even in 6 months time period. The bank gives 18 months time for break even. So that's one of the that gave me a lot of confidence actually. Okay, this is how a business should be run. And bank thought, HDFC Bank, I need not to say, I mean, either for ICICI Bank or HDFC Bank, both are very competitive environment they give for the employees, and the service that how we are going to offer to customers, that all makes a lot of difference. So after that Veperi, within 1.5 year, I've been moved to a slightly a larger branch. Okay, from I took the branch to 0 to 150 crore. From there, I've been moved to a 300 crore branch. Okay, I was doing extremely well in Ananagar branch as well. Then I've been moved to a branch which gave me a lot of satisfaction. It's more of corporates that I need to handle, both on the corporate lending as well corporate salary. It's in Perumudi OMR, where all the in Chennai, it's the corporate hub basically. So I've been given to handle a larger branch, which is then 500 crore branch. 3 years I was serving that branch. By the time I left the branch, it was 1,000 crore. Okay, it's double the size. And since 2018, I was with HDFC Bank handled corporate salary relationship role as well as branch banking piece for close to 12 years. After HDFC Bank, I've been handling the promoters and the directors of Zoho Corporation, so where I'm presently working. So that's how I got to know, and they had to offer. I mean, they had an opening, and then in a casual interaction, they said there is a role for a treasury to lead the treasury. So 2018, I joined Zoho Corporation, okay, as Global Treasury Head to handle the entire operations of treasury management. So this has helped me. The earlier days of my foreign exchange helped me here, and been in bank for 12, 15 years. Okay, in both the banks put together close to 15 years. So broadly, in my treasury role, there are three main functions. One is handling the banking relationships and hedging, which is very critical for any exporters or importers. So I've been responsible for hedging and investments. These are all the three core activities I've handled and I've been handling in Zoho Corporation till 2018. And our founder Sridhar had a vision to have an NBFC, okay, to cater to micro and small businesses. Okay, given the banking background and the treasury operations, all that, gave them the confidence to apply for a license. So I've been from the day one of Zoho Finance Private Limited. I'm the first director. First we have four board directors now. I'm one of the first board directors of Zoho. So we applied our license, and 6 months ago, we got our license from RBI. So I've been appointed as executive director of Zoho Finance Private Limited. I think we should be doing really well. We have a broader vision for rural micro businesses. So that is the background of mine.
My next question is, what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced in your career and have overcome with great perseverance?
Yeah, as I said, see, I was thinking, because more of thinking, I've been put in an operation role from the day one after my graduation. Okay, so I thought I'm more of a operation compliance person. Okay, but when I started interacting with customers, there was a transition that was okay. It's a challenge basically. Okay, to do something on your current role extra is something different, and somebody is going to offer you the complete this thing as a business development sales. It was very very challenging. I was thinking a lot whether should I take it or not, but with a lot of guidance from my seniors. Luckily, I always maintain a good interpersonal relationship with my seniors. They have been very helpful in guiding me. They were motivating me to take up a business this thing. So transition is very challenging, but over a period I realized that I'm meant for business development, interacting with people, engaging them, collaborating with people, all those. Though it was challenging, but I enjoyed the journey, and I've excelled really well, which made me participate in many competitive targets or business targets or operation targets or whatever it is. I've achieved various awards and accolades in both the banks, in ICICI and HDFC Bank. So
Yeah.
so this transition from operations to business, I would say a challenge. I persuaded, and definitely I realized that I am better meant for business development. And now today I can speak on operations, I can speak on compliance, and I can speak on business. A varied experience makes little complete, Tanai.
So you have been honored with several awards. Which one of
Yeah.
them do you regard as the most prestigious of all?
Okay. So as I said, in banks, no, generally, especially when you're handling business, okay, any banks for that matter, okay, there will be a lot of targets, and for every target, to reward you, award you, there are various schemes that comes in. So as a team, it's not only me. I made everybody engaged, and as a team, as an individual, we have got a lot of awards, n number of awards, I could say, and it kept me going a lot. Okay, then if those were not the carrots, I don't know, I would reach many milestones. One of the best, not on the business thing. Okay, in 2018 Chennai floods, you must be knowing. Okay, so one of our branch is affected on the flood this thing, because we have our locker on the basement. Okay, so the through 3 days I was there whole day and night in the branch. But I didn't let any of my staff to be in the branch, so I thought I'll take the thing, and and I wanted to save a lot of customers documents. I know how critical it is, the plan document and all, and we also collaborated with the various agencies to ensure customers are not struggled to get their duplicate documents or all those. So during one of the visits of our MD, he presented exemplary service award for during flood times. So that's very very special, and I keep it to my heart. That's not something about business. For business, I would have got multiple awards. Multiple meaning, every couple of months there is award and celebration, etc. All those have been, but this is very very special, and I can never forget the flood times, basically, because of this particular event.
What has been the first step in your ESG and corporate governance journey?
See, in 2016, in 2016-17, I did a course in IIM Calcutta. Okay, it's more of a strategic management thing. So till then, I never aware of this ESG stuff. Okay, that's where they gave. See, that's not about ESG. Basically, the course is different. That's for strategic management. But one a part of the course, during the conclusion, one day this thing was there for ESG. So that's when I came to know that I didn't know anything about this corporate governance, environment thing, etc. It's been an eye opener. And now that when I'm getting into various other roles or whatever it is, I'm seeing how, on an individual perspective, firstly, okay, how are we doing something integrated way for the ESG thing. Okay, I strongly feel, okay, my first step would be the leadership commitment. Okay, as a leader, how ethical we are on various other steps, what we are handling, that is very very critical. That's what will percolate to the team members, and how they are is the thing. And see, presently it is a new startup. I'm seeing how the exit there are there are existing policies. I'm seeing how I can incorporate the ESG into the policies that we are formulating for the new organization, and I'm just evaluating where is the gap, etc. So this is my first step. My first step, I would say, how am I inclined to it. So now I have the kind of awareness to ESG and corporate governance stuff. Definitely I'll implement in wherever I'm
Now, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring along?
See, as I mentioned just before, okay, leadership commitment, okay, that comes with integrity. So that is the first thing I would imbibe. Okay, again, the ethical, how honest are we, what we are doing. Okay, these are all the things, and of course, once it's being implemented, the most critical thing is sustainability. Okay, whatever we are doing, how sustainable are we? Okay, and keep on monitoring whether all these are being practiced. Okay, you can have it in policy, but what is important is how are we practicing what, and corporates like Zoho Corporation, everybody would have heard of. So we are very conscious about the ESG, stuff. So that way, sustainability is very very critical, is what I would say. Collaborating with other functions, okay, wherever there is a lack on these things. So these are all the things one should keep in mind, is what is my thought, Thane. And just to add, definitely any corporate, they should prioritize ESG is what is my take after going through this course. While it looks very simpler, but given all the global warming, whatever is happening, we can see the summer is too hot and unbearable. Actually, all these are. So I think not only big large corporates, from a one man company to how big the organization is, everybody should think on these lines and become very ethical. See what has happened, what I understood over a journey of 25 years. Okay, there are corporates who ultimately it comes from the leadership or the promoter who runs the show. Okay, so from the profit motto, okay, it's very important for sustainability, again the profits, but in the process they forget many things that needs to be taken care. Okay, we should not forget ESG or compromise ESG for profits or other priorities. I think this should also come as a first priority, I would say, in the minds of the senior leaders, the promoters, the board. I think today in every boardroom this ESG is entered, and that's how I think this should become way of life for corporates. And a lot more things can be achieved, and I think once these are practiced, people will appreciate. I mean, or the public will appreciate, and for new joiners it will create a lot of values to them to join the organization. Today I could say companies like Tata and all, we know they value all these things, and will get more comfortable. That's the way, every, or like companies like Zoho, we are very conscious about that. And you could just Google, will find time Tanay. So I think every small to large corporates to should keep this as top priority in the days to come. It's very very critical is what is my take here or view, Tanay.
Yes. So, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, Web 3.0, etc.?
Yeah, see, I as an individual, I've always seen technology as an advantage. In the sense, okay, today on your fingertip you can have data, okay, which isn't possible if you take a decade or a couple of decades ago. That's not possible to make a wise decision or a decision basically. Okay, so today that's a big advantage. Okay, with large data can be analyzed in no time. Okay, with the AI, artificial intelligence, all those stuff, and you can mitigate your risk is what you can do with the technology is what is my strong take, Tane, with all given various technology from what you mentioned, from IoT to AL and AMI blockchain. What these all will give a broader picture, and you can predict future. Okay, in no time is what is my strong. So therefore, technology is helping every industry is what being. I'm though I am not a technology guy. Okay, but I work for an organization which is purely a product company basically. Okay, I'm seeing young minds, and the kind of the language they speak with respect to data or AI, or it's really amazing. And definitely everybody from individual to corporates can use these for their advantage, is what is my take, Dane.
So, we're building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
See, as I said earlier, okay, after getting to know more about ESG, it brings a kind of awareness, okay, and I think this wasn't structured earlier, okay. It's a very very good, or the most needed initiative, I would say, to collaborate with World Development Center or organization institutions, something like that. to come up with a structured learning program or something like that. Definitely, see, it doesn't mean that all these weren't available, but these were not organized. That's what I'm saying. A structured program will definitely help. As I said, when I was working in banks like HDFC Bank, there used to be a lot of training programs. Okay, today what I am today is because of those training, is what I personally feel. Similarly, after going through the ESG and the directorship program, etc., it gives a different, it enhances our perception towards what we are doing, and that's what is very important for any individual to grow, is what is my understanding or take. So he's doing a wonderful job. Please convey my regards to both of them, Tani.
Great, sir. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, and wish you the best for your future endeavors, sir.
Wishing you very, very good luck to you and your team as well, Tani. Nice interacting with you. God
Same
bless.
here. Have a great day, sir.
Thank you.